I went out of town to a concert back in 1992 down in New Orleans with some friends. After the concert, all of us went to Bourbon Street, and I had way too much to drink. Somehow in the crowd, normally large on the weekends but swollen by the aftermath of the concert, I got separated from my friends but was too drunk to really care. Finally, I got tired as it was getting past 2 a.m., but I never happened to run into any of my friends, one of whom had a house that we were staying at while in town. Cabs would come, but pretty girls and people who were more able to manage than I was were simply snapping up the cabs. I then got frustrated and came up with the brilliant idea of just to walk home, as I knew my way back to the aforementioned house owned by my friend's friend. As I walked, the lights grew further apart and the streets grew darker, with Bourbon Street's noise slowly fading away. I knew I was drunk, but when I looked at the sidewalk, I was positive I wasn't drunk enough to have 4 or 5 shadows. I turned around and looked and saw at least 4 of the meanest that the streets of New Orleans had to offer that were closing in on me. I knew in a split second I had no chance. The only weapon I had was my brain. I got really clever, smiled, and actually started walking towards them. I was looking right past them, and I hollered out as if I saw my friend Paul, saying, "Hey Paul, here I am. Sorry, I didn't mean to leave you behind," or something like that. I just walked right past my 4 newfound buddies as if they were out strolling or something. I made it a point to get to a better lit area as soon as I could, and to get close enough to people who could actually hear and see me. When the time was right, I broke into a brisk jog, not a run. When I got into the presence of people again, I looked back and the 4 street dwellers were not there anymore. I was also now very alert and seemed to have been sober. I found my way to a city bus that was heading in the right direction and made it back to the house. Everyone was shocked to see me when morning came and had no idea what had happened to me. Were it not for quick thinking, they could have read about it for themselves in the crime report. If you have an SHTF story that you'd like to share, please email me at reallifeshtf@gmail.com.